Time to... We've entered the storm. To guard and defend! Crush them! What a headache. Who's next? Disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past.
I'm on...
This battle is unavoidable.
Lance ablaze! Lance! Forward!
So you are... I'll end your misery.
I'll see you off.
Lend me your strength. Don't mess with... Lend me your strength.
The dead return!
Disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past.
I underestimated you. Huh? Receive divinity. Repay.
Who's next? Disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past. Lend me your strength. To guard and defend. Crush them. Lend me your strength. Who's next? Lend me your strength. Disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past.
The dead return! Hit! Lance! Forward!
Lend me your strength. Who's next? Disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past. Lend me your strength. To guard and defend. Crush them.
I underestimated
Lend me
you.
your strength. Who's next? Disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past.
Lance! Forward! The dead return!
Lend me your strength.
Nothing major. Hit!
Disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past. Lend me your strength. To guard and defend. Crush them. Who's next?
Receive divinity. Lance! Forward! The dead return!
Lend me your strength. Disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past. A sharp scythe needs targets. Huh? Go.
Nice. Nice.
Hey! I'm definitely not the... I've also heard, just between you and me, capital definite...
Upend the ancient sea and return to old ground. It's a letter for Dan Heng, but who is it from? I should ask the conductor.
Say nothing?
Do you want to enter the...
Let's wait and see.
Cool it.
The moon shines on a tree.
Freeze!
Repay!
Seize the moment.
I'll see.
Phew!
Blade of moonlight.
You can't run! 1,000 wonders to raise your... Fight as one!
All will be revealed in lunar flame.
Try that again! Seize the moment!
You
Tough luck.
Nothing major.
Yeah!
Bloom. Let's settle.
Ready for death.
Eternal sleep. The dead return! I'll see you off.
Gotta try hard. Watch this awesome move! My turn! Here!
Tedious. All will be revealed in lunar flame. Blade of moonlight.
Let's be friends. 1,000 wonders to fight as one!
Entangle
You're annoying!
to my heart's content.
Try that again! You're annoying!
You chose the wrong enemy.
All will be revealed in lunar flame.
Seize the... Yeah!
Try harder.
Can we talk?
Bloom.
Better late
I'll
than
see you
never.
off. Eternal sleep. The dead return!
Mine and bet death irrigates life.
Tough luck running into me. Phew! Gotta try hard. Watch this awesome move.
Your life's ends be blessed.
Try harder.
You can't run. You're annoying.
Try harder.
Receive divinity.
Better late than never. Yeah! Fight as one! My turn! Here!
Stand down. All will be revealed in lunar flame. Blade of moonlight.
Mine and bet.
You can't run!
Reaper.
Can we try that again? You're annoying!
Let's...
Welcome, custom. Yeah!
Eternal sleep. The dead return!
Phew!
Entangle.
Try harder.
You can't run! Gotta try hard. Watch this awesome move!
You chose the wrong enemy. Bloom.
Better late than never.
Nothing
Try that
major.
again.
Try harder.
Tough luck running into me. Here.
Tedious.
A thousand wonders. Fight as one.
All will be revealed in lunar flame. Blade of moonlight.
Grasp of nature
You can't run.
to my heart's content.
I'll see you.
You're annoying, Talk.
Try harder.
Nothing major.
Yeah.
Your life's torments divine and veins.
My turn. Phew. You're annoying. You can't run.
To be
The enemy situation has changed.
Stay. Time for some hardship.
There's
I will. The fight is set. I'm fine.
Lend me your strength.
Fail to send you. That paradise, savor it for me. You know nothing of survive or be destroyed. There is no other choice. A blade knows no
We've
mercy.
entered the storm. To guard and defend. Crush them. Lend me your strength.
I will dispatch you.
Not so fast. Feeling a little dizzy?
To travel.
Unnecessary. Leave it to me. A blade, your end approaches. Fail to send you. Too little.
Something for everybody.
That paradise, savor it for me.
Ready?
Let's begin.
Lend me your strength. Specimen sighted. Here, try this.
Timely treatment.
Zoning out. I can
You
help.
know nothing of the survive or be destroyed. There is no other choice. I will dispatch you.
You'll pay for this. Lend me your strength. We've entered the storm. To guard and defend. Crush them.
Fail to send you.
Troublesome.
You impede me. I'm fine.
Lend me your strength.
A blade knows no.
To travel.
Unnecessary.
Feeling a little dizzy?
Let's wait and
The moon shines on the truth.
Repay!
1,000 wonders to fight as one! Welcome, customers. What a headache.
Let's settle this.
Tedious. Blade of moon. In lunar flame. Blade fodder.
Don't mess with me.
Let's settle this.
I'll free you. Disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past. What a headache. Let's be friends.
You chose the wrong enemy. Eternal sleep. The dead return!
Grasp of nature.
Nothing major.
Of immortality.
Bloom. Repay.
Fight as one!
All will be revealed. In lunar flame.
Our roots run deep. Death irrigates life.
Try harder.
Nothing major.
Your life's remains divine and veins.
Welcome, customers.
Receive divinity.
Thanks.
Eternal sleep. The dead return!
Don't mess with it. Disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past.
Nowhere to run.
Grasp of nature. Rebirth.
Let's be...
Nothing major.
What a headache. I'll end your misery.
I'll see you off.
Entangled. To my heart's content.
Can we talk?
Stand down.
Welcome, customers. I can still...
Punishment. Of the
Nothing
armor.
major.
We need a strategy.
Time to change tactics. Lend me your strength.
A blade of fight is set.
We've entered the storm. To guard and defend! Crush them! Commencing research!
Fail to set you.
Lend me your strength.
That paradise may be savor it for me.
Lance ablaze! Lance! Forward!
I will dispatch you.
Lend me your strength.
Fail to set you.
We need a strategy.
Show your courage.
Will of preservation!
Of immortality.
Time to change tactics. Lend me your strength. We've entered the storm. To guard and defend. Crush them. To travel.
Unnecessary. Your end approaches. That paradise may be savor it for me.
Specimen sighted.
I'm on guard.
Lend me your strength.
Fail to set you.
Our roots run deep. Death slide.
Commencing retreat.
Lance at the ready.
Lend me your strength.
I will dispatch you.
Your life's landscape binds and
Lance ablaze! Lance! Forward!
You'll pay for this.
That paradise may savor it for me.
Not a scratch.
reaper.
Fail to set you.
I'm on guard.
This battle is unavoidable. Lend me your strength. We've entered the storm. To guard and defend. Crush them.
The fight is set.
To be reborn.
Never let your guard down in front of your enemy.
Stay. Stay calm.
Stay the course.
I sense a storm. Heaven, sir. Rise! Awaken, dormant scales. World-cleansing dragon.
Time for some Harjuno. You know nothing of survive or be destroyed. There is no other choice. You,
The strength, heaven, sir. Break! Caution does not mean cowardice.
Stay. Let's wait.
Speed, not haste.
Water keeps the clouds soft.
Repay. Eternal sleep. The dead return! Stay calm. No.
The wind is rising.
Bolt! From the bow! Heaven surge. Rise! Awaken dormant scales. World cleansing dragon.
Time for...
Enemies ahead. Up for a scrap?
Will of preservation!
Great. I'll end your misery. Disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past.
A blade of fight is set. Timed. Failed to send you.
Lance ablaze! Lance! Forward!
That paradise, savor it for me. I will dispute. Too little.
Judgment is here.
To travel. I think something bit me. What a headache. I'll end your misery. Who's next? Disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past. Commencing research. Deep breath.
Unnecessary. Failed to send you.
Lance that!
Retribution.
That paradise may be. Savor it for me.
Don't mess with me.
For your sins.
Failed to send you. A blade knows no mercy.
Something bit me. To travel. Thanks.
Lance ablaze! Lance! Forward!
I'll free you from your chains. Disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past.
I've lost my way.
Let's wait and see.
Stay. Water keeps the clouds soft.
Repay. Stay calm.
Spirit, gale force.
Heaven surge. Break! Awaken, dormant scales. World-cleansing dragon.
Leave it to me. Stand down. I'm fine.
As easy. I sense a storm. Heaven surge. Rise!
Let's begin.
Our position is solid.
Bloom.
Do not fret.
Eternal sleep.
The dead return!
You know nothing of survive or be destroyed. There is no other choice.
Stay for the clouds. The wind is both from the boat.
Time for some hardship. You chose the wrong.
The strength of Heaven surge. Break!
As easy as that.
Awaken, dormant. World-cleansing dragon. Heaven surge. Rise!
Nice.
been cool. What is the It looks like an invitation.
Unlikely.
Why don't you show Dan Hong?
Wrapped in biting wind, hearts will never bleed, frozen and vanished out of greed. In their restless dreams, they try so hard to breathe, pulses flutter and sting within this bleakness. We made a choice, go fight against your fate. Pain will come with the blade. Pain will wake up the despondent crowd in this storming world somehow. Unsheath the sword not to kill. Unsheath the sword to end those clouds above the ground. Wake up, it's time to gather now. Wrapped in biting wind, hearts will never bleed, frozen and bent.
What is it? Do you need something? There's no signature. And it doesn't mention a time or place. Looks like whoever sent this expects me to remember. Unfortunately, I'm going to disappoint them. The handwriting does seem like that of a swordmaster, but Blade would have gotten straight to the point. It's an invitation, all right. This is too mysterious to be him. Let me hold on to the letter. Anything related to Dan Feng's past should be handled with care. Just as I thought. There was more than met the eye. Letting him leave first was a wise choice. I can't put him in danger again because of this. But if he didn't send the letter, then who did? Maybe I should make a trip to the seat of divine foresight.
After all this time away from the Luofu, the seat of divine foresight has only become more hostile. It's quite reassuring. Relax. You needn't be so cautious, young man. I'm just reminiscing about the old days. However, I never thought Jing Yuan would send you to accompany me. It would seem our fates are intertwined.
Huh? I've got my work cut out for me today. Well, if it isn't Dan Heng.
Greetings. I need to speak to the General about something.
Looking for compensation for the injuries I gave you? I accept full responsibility. They can deduct my next 100 years' salary if they like.
That won't be necessary. The Cloud...
You came at a bad time. The General is busy with urgent work.
I can't say that I know her.
You don't remember her? That is Jing Liu, the previous sword champion of the Xianzhou La Fu. According to records of wars past, her blade has slain countless denizens of abundance. Not even the feather guards of the Wing Weaver. However, those are ancient stories. It's a shame that even a hero like her wasn't able... With her powers, you'd think there would be no one capable of bringing her in. Her surrender came with one condition: that she be allowed a day of freedom before the trial. She wanted to travel to Scale Gorge Waterscape and meet with her old friends one last time. I can't believe Jing Yuan actually agreed. Before he left, he ordered us to accompany Jing Liu during her last day on the La Fu.
Imbibitor Lun, since you traveled all this way... Or should I call you by your name in this lifetime? Dan Heng. When I left the Xianzhou, I heard they took away your scales and horns, forced you into a hatching rebirth, and detained you in the shackling prison. I thought Imbibitor Lunae had been wiped from this world, but then I returned to the La Fu and watched as you parted the sea. After all these years, it was a magnificent sight to behold.
I recognize you, but I can't remember anything. The memories of my past life are like shattered glass. I can't piece together the reality from the individual shards.
I can't remember the words of every person who hopes to escape their past. The Vidyadhara rebirth normally erases all memory of the previous life. However, you have retained fragments of your past, as well as the powers of the High Elder. If my guess is correct, the Preceptors were unwilling to allow the Ichor line to end, and hoped for the Imbibitor Lunae's resurrection. That is why they tampered with the molting rebirth, and turned you into what you are now.
So, you also wish to restore the High Elder succession, just like the Preceptors.
I have no intention of meddling in such things. That is the business of the Vidyadhara. I returned to the La Fu so I could surrender myself to the Alliance and atone for my sins. I did, however, have one request before the trial. I asked to be given a single day to go and see old friends, and to fulfill promises I made long ago. Jing Yuan has always been an understanding person. He heard that you would be coming and agreed to my request.
So, you're the one that mailed the letter to the Express.
That's right.
The sea's depths conceal no stone, and dragons' breaths reveal the moon. The scenery of Scale Gorge Waterscape is truly as magnificent as the poems describe. But as a suspect, shouldn't I be bound and interrogated in the shackling prison? Is it really appropriate to bring me to a place like this, General?
Holding you in the shackling prison would be more trouble than it's worth. For security purposes, we will be performing your trial here.
For security purposes? I suppose it's not my security you're talking about.
The Stellaron's descent, the Ambrosial Arbor's resurrection, the Destruction Emanator's impersonation of the Amicassator. According to the Skyfaring Commission's investigations, you arrived on the Law Fu with a group of merchants, but didn't make a single trade during your stay. Your departure coincided with the day the calamities took place. You took advantage of the chaos to sneak into the shackling prison, but seemingly took no course of action. Now you claim that you are responsible for the Stellaron crisis and wish to surrender yourself. Your behavior truly is puzzling. I can't seem to piece together your motive.
I was asked to deliver a token in my capacity as a traveling merchant. I knew nothing of its significance. I admit I did have my own agenda for entering the shackling prison, but in the end, I found that the Law Fu did not possess what I was looking for. It is through fear of punishment that I am choosing to surrender. The galaxy is a vast place, but I am merely a wanderer. It would be silly of me to think that I could outrun the Alliance.
Merely a wanderer? You're too modest, Lacha. Do I need to remind you of your actions at the Eternity Fortress and the Shroud Veil Star Zone? Or must I utter that tongue twister of a name?
Well, they don't call you the Divine Foresight for nothing, General.
You flatter me. Fortunately, I did my research, or this conversation would have been quite dry.
Seeing that you sense something is amiss, are you looking to defend me and clear my name of suspicion?
That is beyond my control. Attempting to undermine the Alliance is a grave crime. According to protocol, you are to be held on the Xianzhou Shuling for a joint trial before the 10 Lords Commission and the 7 Arbiter Generals. However, at present, you have the opportunity to enjoy the beautiful scenery of Scale Gorge Waterscape. It will be the last view of the Law Fu you ever lay eyes on.
She told me that the High Cloud Quintet once gathered and feasted here hundreds of years ago. The unparalleled sword techniques of your master, the mesmerizing cloud hymn magic of Imbibitor Lunae Dan Feng, the artful piloting skills of Bai Heng, the divine weapons crafted by the Juming artisan Ying Xing, and the unmatched stratagem of the General. The five of you vanquished evil from the world, creating legendary tales in your wake. Unfortunately, nothing lasts forever, and the High Cloud Quintet disbanded as each of you went your separate ways. You removed me from the shackling prison and decided to interrogate me here. But not for security purposes. You wish to discuss things that shouldn't be overheard. You wish to discuss the one person you've avoided mentioning up to now. Your master, Jing Liu.
We can head out now. I would like to visit a few places from my memories, enjoy a glass of wine, and reminisce about the good times.
Have you mistaken yourself for a tourist?
I would make a wonderful tourist. Lower your guard, young man. I have already surrendered myself to the Alliance, and I will keep my word. Besides, your general has already agreed to my request. Imbibitor Lune, you must accompany me. I won't take no for an answer. Regardless of whether you're still interested in your previous life, accepting my letter means that you've accepted my invitation.
Lead the way.
Where should we start? Should we go to Stargazer Navalia first, or to the Artisanship Commission? So many memories are swirling inside my head. I can't get a grasp on any of them. When the people of the Xianzhou live to be more than 1,000 years old, each day is like carrying the weight of a mountain through an interminable maze.
How hard is it to choose a destination? We're going to Stargazer Navalia. Problem solved.
The young are the antidote. Stargazer Navalia it is.
If it's star skiffs you wanted to see, we could have headed to the Jade Gate. Why did we come all the way here?
Young man, have you ever heard of Bai Hung, the Foxian pilot?
Bai Hung? I think I've seen that name somewhere before.
Let the noble High Elder drown the enemies in rain. We just need a watch from the sky, I presume?
Imbibitor Lune, if memories are returning to you, share them.
I think she was one of Imbibitor Lune's comrades.
She was a comrade and friend to both Imbibitor Lune and all of us. Well, that's all in the past now. The reason we came to Stargazer Navalia is because I wanted to pay tribute to her here.
Huh? You mean the Foxian soul-soothing ceremony?
Yes, the sending off of a star skiff. It represents the voyage of the deceased into the stars. Due to circumstances beyond my control, I never had the chance to bid farewell to her. It is something I have regretted to this day. As for procuring a star skiff, I know they can be manufactured here, but I know nothing of the process.
I see. Follow me. I don't know anything about manufacturing starskiffs either. Careful. There's still Stellaron spirits lurking around.
The moon shines on the tree. No need to worry about the two of us. Blade of moonlight.
Deep breath.
Unnecessary. Your end approaches. Failed to send you.
Do not concern yourself with the outcome. The moon shines on the truth.
I'll see you off.
Blade of moonlight. In lunar flame. Blade fodder.
Commencing cut.
The fight is set.
Receive divinity.
Unnecessary.
Do not concern yourself with the outcome.
We've arrived. All ship production in Stargazer Navalia starts here. Just enter the command into the device. The vessel used to cultivate starskiff seeds will be activated, and a ship will appear in the skyport soon after. I remember now. I've seen Bai Hung's name in books before.
You like to read? I couldn't tell.
Hey, I don't read much, but the General forced me to finish a bunch of ancient volumes during my training. I remember one called Views of the Universe from a Starskiff. The author's name was Bai Hung.
That's right. Bai Hung was the one who wrote that travelogue.
It was actually really interesting. 90% of it was about starskiff crashes on different worlds and dangerous situations. It also had records of local species and ecosystems. I remember thinking, how could an ace pilot crash land her starskiff so many times? Then I realized that every time, she made the best of the situation and got back alive. Her luck really was out of this world.
Indeed. Her luck always astonished us. Whenever she piloted a mission, you could almost guarantee a narrow escape from the jaws of some abundance behemoth, or a miraculous return from behind enemy lines. Very few starskiffs she piloted were able to return to port in one piece. The folks at the Skyfaring Commission secretly referred to her as the Star Skiff Killer. She also possessed an uncanny ability to predict future events, inauspicious ones at least. Every ill omen that came out of her mouth would sure enough come true. Very few Cloud Knights had the courage to accompany her on missions. However, when it came to surviving, her fortunes were incredible. Even in the worst situations imaginable, she was always able to turn the tide. Luck is a type of strength, after all. I hope that this ship, built for the Star Skiff Killer, will also be able to return to the stars.
Ha! That'll do it. The Starskiff assembly line has been activated. The Starskiff will take shape and enter the skyport. Let's go wait for it there. It won't be long.
Thank you, young man.
See? The Starskiff is complete.
After being away from the Luofu for so long, I can finally say farewell to you.
So, what happened to Baiheng in the end?
In the end, I do not think the details are necessary. We are here today to commemorate her. Imbibitor-Lune, do you still remember the battle against Shu Hu?
The Abundance Emanator, Shu Hu, rallied a great army and attacked the Alliance. I read about it and...
You seem to be interested in learning about your past life. Still, all of that was erased. After Shu Hu attacked the borders, he disappeared without a trace. There are no records of his remains either. Let me refresh your memory. During that battle, Baiheng, being the headstrong girl that she was, managed to exhaust the luck that was bestowed upon her by the Rainbow Arbiter. She charged ahead and shattered the enemy's defenses, allowing the Xianzhou soldiers to break through Shu Hu's sanguinary abyss and awaken you from your dragon's delirium. She was not able to walk out of that fight. We all shoulder a debt that we will never be able to repay. For the Cloud Knights, giving up one's life on the battlefield is an honor. But that wasn't something you believed in, Imbibitor-Lune. You couldn't accept that Baiheng was gone. Instead of leaving her to eternal rest, you decided to... You made a mistake that can never be undone. There is no need to respond, Imbibitor-Lune. Your answer is no longer important. And now, I will send off this Starskiff. The moon shines on it. Baiheng, I've brought your flagon. This was a gift handmade by him, though he never got the chance to give it to you in person. I'm sorry it took so long for me to find it. Only by bringing it to you will my nightmares be calmed. I will fulfill what you asked of me. I will keep my word, even if it requires me to cut down the stars in the sky. Let's go. The Artisanship Commission is next. Since the Arbor's resurrection, the land has been crawling with abominations. Even the Artisanship Commission's prized creation furnace is hanging on by a thread.
The crisis happened too suddenly. All the craftsmen and apprentices fled. Only a single master craftsman was left to hold the line until reinforcements arrived. That's how the creation furnace was saved.
Interesting. Stubborn beyond valuing his own life. That reminds me of an extremely arrogant acquaintance. If he were to see the chaos of the Artisanship Commission today, he would burst into laughter at the Xianzhou's incompetence.
What's that supposed to mean? What's wrong with saving your own life and waiting for the Cloud Knights to arrive?
And yet where were the Cloud Knights when danger was at the door? From what I heard, it was a group of Outworlders that came to the rescue.
The Luofu's delves are big places. Besides, some of the troops were deployed to the Yao Qing's campaign.
Young man.
You just want me to do all the work.
You go on ahead this time.
Why did you send him away?
It is of no importance. But you and I haven't had a decent contest in ages.
I don't plan on fighting.
I'm not asking you to point your spear at me. Could it be that the abominations here aren't enough to motivate you?
The moon shines on the truth.
Even after your rebirth, your moves and techniques haven't changed one bit.
When I move, it's like...
Like you never forgot.
Come on already. What took you so long this time?
Don't get anxious, Imbibitor Lune. We have all the time in the world.
Something's not right.
The moon shines on the truth.
This spear still recognizes you as its master. Imbibitor Lune, do you know who crafted it for you?
It's been with me ever since my exile. I don't remember when I started wielding it.
I will. The fight is set.
Merciful
Eternal Slick.
The dead
All will be revealed. In lunar flame!
Time to settle your accounts.
That paradise may be unreachable for me. Savor it in my place.
Nowhere to run.
You can continue to convince yourself that you are merely the reincarnation of Danfeng and have nothing to do with his sins. And you can keep insisting that you have forgotten everything. But you cannot run from combat, Danheng. Your spearmanship is identical to Imbibitor Lune's. Combat is like smelting. purging the impurities with birth. Those are the words of the one who made Cloudpiercer for you. Out of all of us, you were the closest to him. It was strange, really.
This spear is sharp enough to pierce dragon scales. Be careful, High Elder, lest you hurt yourself with it.
Yingxing.
You still remember his name. When he was but a child, he swore to take revenge on the abomination. When I first met him, at first, I wasn't. Unfortunately, the Alliance...
You didn't go easy just so I would get here first, did you?
Of course not. Your technique must have improved so much that I simply couldn't keep up with you.
So, are we here to commemorate your short-life species friend?
Eavesdropping is a bad habit. Besides, when did I ever say he was no longer in this world?
Even the cryocapsules wouldn't be able to extend the life expectancy of a short-life species for long. If he is still alive, he must be ancient.
Yingxing is still alive?
Of course he's still alive. But he might be better off dead. Some people are born with unparalleled foresight and exceptional intelligence, but make the most ill-advised choices at destiny's crossroads. As smart as he was, he made the foolish attempt to use the flesh of the Abundance Emanator to aid Imbibitor Lunae in resurrecting his deceased companion. His stupidity turned him into a monster, cursed with immortality. His soul was shattered and became the evil that he hated most. The irony.
For an old friend, you don't seem to have that much pity.
I gave him a second chance. Does that not count?
What did you do to him?
He should have been eternally jailed in the shackling prison for his crimes. But I gave him a different kind of freedom. I took the shell that once held his soul and passed my sword techniques on to him. I let him die 100 deaths to remind him of the karma of his previous life. Afterward, I heard he was reborn and even gave himself a name. We've idled too long. Let's head to the Alchemy Commission.
As a follower of the Rainbow Arbiter, you have witnessed the catastrophe brought upon by the plague's author, General. Living beings turning into undying monsters, eventually used as sacrifices to the Abundance. What do you think should be done to put an end to it, General?
The Alliance follows the Rainbow Arbiter's edict to continue ridding the world of evil, so that one day Yaoshi might be vanquished and the cycle of life and death restored.
Under the auspices of the Rainbow Arbiter, the faithful Cloud Knights continue the hunt. Their devotion and sacrifices are indeed commendable. but their devotedness has made them close-minded. Take me, for example. My powers originate from the abundance, yet my goals are aligned with the Alliance. The Hunt is not the only faction in the universe that wants Yaoshe dead. It is natural for short-life species to yearn for immortality. That is expected of any intelligent life form. To want to eliminate these thoughts would be equivalent to killing an eon. Such a goal is so impossible as to be laughable, to be honest. So, in order to sever Yaoshe's curse, one must look to the source for a different solution. Your master happened upon a revelation and returned from the Mara. She has traveled many worlds and discovered a solution.
I'm listening.
I apologize, General. I'm afraid the next move will have to be made on the Shu Ling.
As I expected. Your surrender is just the next step in your scheme. You wish to avail yourself of the Ten Lords' decree to enter Shu Ling and stand before the 6 generals, even the Marshal. That is your true agenda. And the purpose of the contents of your coffin.
General, you said it yourself. This is beyond your control. It is the law of the Alliance. We cannot deviate from it.
Splendid, well done. This was a spectacular move.
You've changed, Jingyuan. The man I knew would never have admitted he was bested.
Order's already been restored to the Alchemy Commission. Why are we here?
I heard the healer lady is capable of curing all diseases. I'm here for the same reason anyone would be. For a checkup and consultation. Patience, young man. We're not far from Scale Gorge Waterscape. The mission the General tasked you with is about to come to an end.
Dunhung! What a surprise!
Miss Bailu. She's here for a consultation.
Oh, I see!
My eyes are fine. I cover them to avoid seeing that which reminds me of the past, and
Those... who cares? The healers of the Alchemy Commission don't get to pick and choose their patients. Your hand! It's freezing! Please wait. Your friend here has... Her pulse is extremely faint.
There's...
Let the... Your friend's situation is unique. She looks healthy. I've never seen anything like...
Today's her last day on the Luofu.
What a shame. I'll do. Come with me. I'm sorry. Dunhung, you mind coming with me?
Are you in trouble,
No.
It's no bother. A little walk will do me good.
I can smell the herbs. It's a... Hey! Give me back my medicine box! That thing runs so fast! Don't let it get away!
Allow me to eliminate.
Don't get complacent.
Stand down.
A blade in the fight is set. Bloom. Unnecessary. Well timed.
Huge.
Tedious. Blade of moonlight.
Failed to set you.
All will be revealed in lunar flame.
To trouble.
Unnecessary. I will dispatch you.
Receive divinity.
Save it for your own
Repay.
Unnecessary. That paradise may be unreachable for me. Savor it in my place.
All right, let me make sure nothing's missing. Excellent. The calming valerian and chi strengthening infusions are here. Let's head back. Never make a patient wait too long. Apologies again for the delay. This
Very well. The fate of...
You're Mara struck? I don't see the symptoms in you at all. What with the incident? You don't seem to have it.
I made a deal that allowed me to retain what life I had left in me. And yet, I still have many
I see. So you've learned to live with your illness. I can't help much with issues of the spirit, but the medical records do mention that calming the mind is a way to heal the body. If you're able to forget about the past.
Really? How unfortunate. All I have left are the sword in my hand and my hatred. Thank you for your advice, Dragon Lady. By the way, among those you've treated...
Bandages? That's a vague description, you know. I'm not sure.
The person I'm inquiring about is tall.
He must have suffered some kind of sword wound. He had a strong scent of blood. Though, from the way he behaved...
Well then, it would seem that everything is in place. Take this man away. This does not involve him.
Yanqing.
And so, everyone is present. I never thought the High Cloud Quintet would be able to gather again in the same place after hundreds of years. If I remember correctly, the 5 of us made a promise here 7 centuries ago. We promised that no matter what happened, we would gather here together and share a drink. How sad that Scale Gorge waterscape remains empty while the world continues to turn. Some of us have been reborn, while others were denied death. Some have become criminals, while others can no longer fulfill their promises. And in the end, our friendship is no more. Soon, I will be shackled and tried. This will be the last you see of me. This is why I sent out the invitations before departing, hoping that everyone would be gathered here for my final farewell. Of 5 people, 3 must pay a price. Imbibitor Lunae, the chief culprit, chose to use the transmutation arcanum as a means of resurrection, begetting terrible transformation and great calamity in the process. He dishonored the name of the fallen. Ying Sing, the accomplice, arrogant and oblivious, used the flesh of the Abundance Emanator to assist Imbibitor Lunae in his evil. He fell, becoming an immortal abomination. As for Jing Liu, the sinner, she succumbed to Mara, slaughtered her people, and abandoned her oath. Now it is time we pay for what we have done. Dan Heng, you can never escape the shadow of Imbibitor Lunae. He is your origin, and his sins will accompany you in your path forward until you meet your eventual doom. Blade, what a fitting name. In the remainder of your infinite life, you will experience only murder and your own death, all the while pleading for a place to rest. This is the only way you are able to relinquish Ying Sing's regrets. And I will face the punishment of the Alliance and suffer an eternal punishment before paying an even worse price. That is the only way to keep the memory of the pain of the past from fading away. High Cloud Quintet, it is time to say goodbye. A wineless gathering, accompanied by only sadness and bitterness. What a depressing reunion. Jing Yuan, is it not time you sent me to the Shuling?
The laws of the Alliance cannot be subject to change. Unfortunately, your next stop will be the Yuchi. I reported everything to the Marshal, and the Seer strategist just so happened to take an interest in the case. They set up a Deca-light reflection barrier in hopes of meeting the 2 of you beforehand.
Jing Yuan, you haven't changed at all. Always trying to destroy the plans of others. But in the end, whether it be you, me, the Cloud Knights, or the generals of the Rainbow Arbiter, we are all just pawns in a game of the gods. I am sick and tired of treading on a predetermined path. No matter, I will deviate if you insist. But this does not change how things will end. Ultimately, I will stand on the side of victory.
Then I shall see this gamble through.
Wait. Jing Liu, before you leave, you still owe me my due.
I have tried. Besides inflicting more wounds on your body, there is nothing else I can do for you. The immortality that you possess is not something that can be dealt with so easily. I am sure Destiny's slave already told you that the swords of mortals are incapable of killing someone with the flesh of an emanator.
He did. But you still owe me the attempt.
I told you when I taught you the way of the sword. I am uninterested in drawing my blade against someone who does not long for life, who wants only to be slaughtered.
You will only draw against an opponent. Jingliu, allow me to repay you for your teachings.
Savor the moment. I will deliver you a brief moment of death. We were here once, 700 years ago. Laughing, sparring, and thinking about the future. Their faces still linger before my eyes, like a bygone dream. I thought those joyful days would flow indefinitely before us, like a Xianzhou lifetime. Yet, dreams will eventually fade like clouds from the sky.
A familiar feeling. Almost as if we've returned to my first sword lesson. You used the sword Insing crafted, and pierced, sliced, and impaled me time and time again. The swordplay used to slay our enemies of old is still engraved on this despicable shell. All I can do is watch my flesh become severed, healed, and restored. It's as if they're saying, Why? Why did you and Imbibitor.Lune commit such an unforgivable sin? I know that you have no interest in my answer. Which is why I asked the question as you looked me straight in the eye. I've asked myself that same question infinite times, but was never able to find the answer. Why? Why is it that only the abominations can return time and time again? Why does someone like her have to be buried, burned to ash, and eventually forgotten? Why? In the end, you unleashed the final piercing blow and left both me and the sword in the withered grave. The miraculous thing is that in my brief moment of death, all the pain went away. Like when we drank to drown our sorrows.
Imbibitor.Lune, what do you plan on doing next?
Once this gathering ends, I will return to the Express to continue my journey.
The Express won't be able to carry you forever. Your friends all have burdens of their own, just as we did back then. I did think about giving up on revenge and letting go of everything when I fled the Luofu years ago. However, as time passed, it became more and more clear. It was like an old friend that accompanied me every passing day, always nagging in my ear. The memories of what I did when I was Mara-struck are deeply rooted. Since I am unable to rid myself of them, I decided to face them head-on in the end. Maybe when I witness the fall of the abundance, you and Ying Sing will find true release. Goodbye, Imbibitor Lune.
Dan Heng, the General wants me to forget about everything I saw today. I understand. These disputes are far too complicated for me right now. I have some close friends of my own in the Cloud Knights. Goodbye for now.
She couldn't do it with her sword either. She still couldn't do it. We have no choice but to continue the pursuit. This is the price the two of us must pay.
I will see it through.
Elio's script still requires you to stay alive. For now. I don't mind prolonging my vengeance. It might be more interesting that way.
She's gone. All this must have seemed like a silly performance to someone newly reborn. But I am unable to prevent my old friends from taking sides against one another. Who you are is a question that only you can find the answer to. Even if the Preceptor's interference denied you a true rebirth. Yes. It has been a long day for you, Dan Heng.
By your ring, hearts will never bleed, frozen and banished out of greed. In their restless dream, they try so hard to breathe. Pulses flutter and sting within this bleakness.
Do you want to enter the Forgotten?
Will of Preservation!
Stay calm, Lynx.
The fight is set.
Lance ablaze! Lance! Forward!
What a headache.
Sagacious discernment!
Will time fail to set you free?
Don't mess with it. Yeah. I'll end your misery. Disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past.
That paradise may be savor it in my place. A blade's edge knows no mercy. Make good the loss.
It's time.
Passing the time.
I'll end your misery. Only a scratch.
Travel.
I'll free you from your chains. Disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past.
Specimen sighted.
Lance at the ready. Lance ablaze. Flaming lance. Forward!
Who's next? I'll end your misery.
Remember this moment.
Failed to send you. You impede me.
What a headache. I'll end your misery.
Commencing research.
I'll free you from your chains. Disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past. Let me end your misery. Don't mess with me.
Hillary of time!
That paradise, savor it for me.
What a
I will dispatch you. Your end approaches.
Enemy ahead.
Let's wait.
No harm in trying.
Speed, not haste. What keeps the crowd soft?
Repay. Stay calm.
To the clouds!
The strength, heaven's surge. Break!
Take it.
Awaken, dormant scales. World-cleansing dragon.
You chose the wrong. Eternal sleep.
The dead return! Time for some hardship.
Heaven's surge. Rise!
You know nothing. Survive or be destroyed. There is no other choice.
I sent a...
Let's begin. Stand down.
Get the force. The wind is rising. Bolt! From the bow!
Heaven's surge. Break!
I'm fine. Bloom. Timely treatment. Repay. You know nothing of the survive or be destroyed. There is no other choice.
As easy as that.
The strength. Awaken, dormant. World-cleansing dragon.
Time for some hardship.
Spirit to the cloud!
Eternal
The dead return!
Heaven's surge. Cloud-bearing dragon. Rise!